Greetings to all of you students. Welcome to today's lesson. Before we begin, as usual, let's look at the class rules. So here are the class rules. Make sure you have your English exercise books or blank papers to write notes and exercises. I am sure throughout the whole lesson of today you'll write something, alright? And also, don't forget your textbooks. Okay? Next, we have pen, pencil, and eraser. This is important because you need to write, you need to put your skills into doing this task that we will do later on. Okay? Dictionary if you own one, a physical one, because if you have words that you do not understand, you may look it up on the dictionary instantly. And lastly, your mind and enthusiasm. Alright. Let's look at the next slide. Okay, learning objectives. So by the end of today's lesson, pupils, which is you, are able to, ask about and explain the causes and consequences of destroying a friend's MP4 player using the questions and words or phrases provided. Okay, so basically you'll be doing speaking today for the first learning objective. What about the second one? Second one is show understanding of specific information and details in a dialogue by identifying the keywords that provides or supports the answer in listening activity A and B. So you'll be doing listening as well. So today we will have speaking and listening. However, speaking will be your main skill and the listening will be your complementary skill. Alright, let's begin. Okay, act out. So look at the picture here. Look at the picture here, okay, a diagram. So there's this little girl looking awkward. And then there's this lady buying fruits from the stall in the market. So here is the situation. You did not attend online lesson with Miss Amy. So this lady here must be Miss Amy. So you met Miss Amy at the fruit market. Okay, so you were at the fruit market. This pink-haired girl is you. So you were at the fruit market and you met Miss Amy. And she saw you. Look, she saw you. So you must be feeling very awkward, isn't it? Why? Because you did not attend her online lesson. Right. So in your position, okay, what would you do if she were to call you out? I want you to act the dialogue out. You may get a piece of paper, okay? You may write down in the conversations between you and Miss Amy, okay? However, you may be as creative as you are, okay? So you may pause this video to finish writing your dialogue, okay? Let's move on to the next slide to see an example of my suggestion on how Amy, Miss Amy, and this little girl, which is you, would act out, okay? This is a suggestion, so you may or may not follow, okay? This is a guide. Alright, so this is my suggestion of dialogue. I want you to act it out together with me. Okay? I will be Miss Amy and you will be Nina. Alright? So let's start. Is that you, Nina? How have you been? You didn't attend my online lessons. I see. But your best friend told me that you have been making TikTok videos on your phone every day. How is that possible? Well done, student. you are able to start a conversation now. This is a great success. So I'm sure right now you have the courage to speak, isn't it? Okay, let's move on to the next task. Speaking. So we'll now go into speaking. So I want you to get ready. Alright, so if you have your textbook, could you please turn your textbook to page 61, okay? If you do not have your textbook, it is fine. I have here the similar picture, okay? So there's a girl and a guy, and then two questions that I would like to ask you before we move more into the textbook, okay? So look at this boy, okay? And then look at this girl. So this girl asked, "May I have my MP4 player back?" So this boy, look at his face. He's feeling very awkward, isn't it? And in his mind, he was thinking that, "Oh dear, the MP4 player fell into water." So, what do you think is the cause of the problem here? Okay, this is the first question. And the second question is, what do you think are the consequences? So this boy, what are the consequences now? Because the girl is asking for the MP4 player back, but the boy, he dropped the MP4 player into water. So what are the consequences? You may list them out in your blank sheet paper. I just want you to activate your mind thinking, okay? You may pause this video while you are brainstorming these two questions. Okay, so I'm sure you have the ideas now on these two questions. So what do you think is the cause of the problem? I think that the cause of the problem is the boy do not know how to tell the truth to the girl, isn't it? Look, he's feeling very awkward, you know? So right now he's thinking whether he should tell the truth or he should lie. Okay? So what do you think are the consequences? So if he tell the truth, how would it be? And maybe the consequences are the girl will get angry at him, or the girl will be sad, or he has to pay back the amount of the MP4 player, the cost of the MP4 player to her, or buy him a new buy the girl a new MP4 player. So these are the consequences, okay, based on my opinion. Good job. If you have something similar, well done. Okay, look here. Here are the suggested words or phrase for the speaking task. So we are going to conduct this speaking task at home, okay? So let's look at the suggested words or phrase, okay? We have the word ruin, be careless, feel frustrated, not on purpose or on purpose, okay? Admit the truth, not my fault or my fault, blame somebody for doing something, feel ashamed, apologized, okay, make up for something. So here are 10 words or phrases that you may use to write your dialogue, okay? Okay, how are you going to tell this girl, okay? You are going to use these phrases or words, but if you feel like you do not need these words, okay, to help you to write your opinion, it is fine, okay? You do not need to use it. You may use your own word, okay? This is just to help you. So ruin means sudah rosak, okay? Merosakkan, okay? Okay, be careless meaning that you are not careful, okay? Feel frustrated means rasa macam geram, okay? Not on purpose or on purpose, okay? Bukan sengaja atau sengaja, okay? Admit the truth. Admit the truth meaning you admit the truth lah. You understand, right? You tell the truth and then you apologize to her saying it's your mistake, okay? Okay, then not my fault. Bukan saya yang buat, bukan kesalahan saya. Saya tak buat salah. So you will say not my fault or my fault means you cakap you yang salah. You terima and then you cakap lah you yang salah. Or blame somebody for doing something. Blame somebody for doing something. Do you know what this means? It means that you tuduh orang lain yang buat MP4 player itu jatuh ke dalam air. Salah. Is this right or wrong? You may use this phrase, okay? Bukan salah or betul. Sorry. Dia cuma words or phrase that you can use later on for your discussion. Okay? Feel ashamed. Rasa malu. Okay? Ashamed means malu. Apologize means meminta maaf. Okay? And then make up for something. So, buat satu benda untuk to replace, to mendapatkan to buat bagi dia betul lah sebab telah buat salah, so you make up for something, macam tu. So kalau you sudah drop MP4 player tu rosak ke dalam air dah, make up for something tu maknanya boleh bayar balik atau beli yang baru. Okay, tips. Here are the tips. When discussing a topic, use range of vocabulary and structures. Do not repeat the same words at all time. This is your problem. Selalunya dalam speaking, you will always use the same words at all time. I think, I will. This time we do not want this, okay? We want you to use different words and different range of vocabularies. Okay, vocabulary means word. Okay, so here are the 10 words. Okay, you can use 10 vocabularies that you can use. So you do not need to use the same words all the time. Okay, let's try something new. Okay, let's move on. So this is the speaking task. This is the question. Okay, look here. This is a stamp, a sign that you need to do it today. Okay, you need to finish it by today. Okay, so here are the question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 question. Okay, this question. Okay, look, share your thoughts using the guided questions below. This means that you will only use this question to help you to brainstorm your ideas. Okay, brainstorm your ideas, not answer the question. Okay, I don't want you to say what do you think has happened. I think that the boy threw the MP4 player into the water. Full stop. I do not want that. I want you to make it into a discussion. Okay, so here is the 6th question. Okay, that will help you to write your thoughts. Okay, write your ideas or your thoughts. So when you write your ideas of all your thoughts, it is best to be written out in an essay form where the flow is there. Okay. Alright, let's look at so right now you may pause this video to complete this task. Okay, I want you to write down, okay, what you have in your mind. Okay, you may pause this video to write down the points or the ideas, okay, or your sentences. Build your sentences with the guided phrase given just now, okay, before this. Okay, you may rewind back the video and look at the guided phrase or words, or refer to your textbook. It is there as well. It is from the textbook as well. Okay, you may now pause this video. Alright, so here I have a speaking task example. Okay, this is to help you to improve your discussion better. Okay, so what you have in your hand would be something pure from you, and now I want you to look at this example. Okay, I want you to see what you have in your hand, okay, in your book or your piece of paper, and then I want you to compare the answers. Okay, compare the text that you have and my text. Okay, is it same or do you need improvement? If you need improvement, you may use this as a guide, okay, to improve your discussion text. Okay, so the first question, my reply was, I believe that the boy may have accidentally dropped the MP4 player into a sink or toilet or pool. So there are 3 types of options that you may choose. Okay, I'm sorry, here is a typo here. Alright, this should be the A should be here. Okay, there should be an A here. Okay, MP4 player. Okay, the boy must be feeling guilty. But, okay, I personally feel that he should tell the truth to the girl. The girl would feel very sad when she heard what happened to her MP4 player. So, for me, I would tell the truth and buy her a new MP4 player. So, this is what you should come out with. So, whatever I speak just now, okay, these answers, you will need to record, okay? Record your own voice using your phone recorder, okay? Speak the answers, okay? The text that you have prepared in your blank sheet of paper, similar like this, okay? You're gonna record your own voice speaking these answers, and then you will need to submit on the Google form provided below. The link will be provided below. So you'll submit it based on the link. Follow the instructions in the link. But you will need to record your own voice. Is that clear? I hope it is clear. So this is your task for today. Okay? For today's lesson. Alright? You have to do it now. Okay? Okay, then let's move on to the next slide. Listening. So now we will go into listening. So we have completed our main skill. You do know how to speak now. You know how to discuss on your opinions towards the problem that happened. So let's move on to listening, which is the complementary skill of today's lesson. Simple. Remember these listening strategies? Alwaila? Okay. Alwaila. Okay. So first you have to do is always read the questions first. Okay, and then listen to the audio. First listening. While listening, answer the questions. And then fourth strategy, if you missed any questions, ignore it and move to the next question. Strategy 5, listen to the audio again, which is the second listening, and then answer all questions. Okay, you must always remember these 5 listening strategies. Okay, apply it in your listening skill or listening task or activity. Okay, let's move on to today's activity. Activity A. Let's look. We will discuss on activity A, alright? So, if you have a textbook, you may refer to your textbook. If you do not want, you may refer here. If it's on your textbook, it is page 61 as well. Yeah, the bottom page, okay? It's all in the same page. Okay, listen to Stephanie talking to her friend Ian and answer the questions. So, the first question is, who is Monica? Okay, what are Stephanie and Ian talking about? So here are the 2 questions. So again, the Alwaila skill strategy 1 is read all the questions. Yeah, Alwaila, okay, read all the questions. Okay, alright, and then now we see the keyword here, who is Monica? So when you listen to the audio, you will need to know who is Monica. So the keyword here is who and Monica. Okay? And then the second one, what are Stephanie and Ian talking about? So the second keyword is what talking about. So you need to look out for what they were talking about. So you need to, when you listen to the audio, you will need to know. Alright? So now we will listen to the audio clip. I will insert the audio clip and I want you to listen. Okay?
Listen. A. Listen to Stephanie talking to her friend Ian and answer the questions.
Hi, Stephanie. How's it going?
I've been better.
Why? What's wrong?
Last night I organised a surprise party for Monica. You know, the new girl in my French class.
How did it go?
It was a disaster. I had organised everything so well. I had invited some of her friends from her old school. Everyone was there on time. The cake was lovely. It was perfect.
Sounds good. So what went wrong?
Well, I opened the door, she walked into my living room, and we all shouted, "Surprise!" 2 seconds later, Monica was out the door and she hasn't spoken to me since.
Not so good.
Everyone went home. I stuck the cake in the fridge and I tried to call her about 10 times, but she wouldn't pick up.
Well, some people just don't like surprise parties. I remember my mum threw me one once, and I didn't speak to her for a month.
It's my fault, really. She mentioned to me once that she isn't keen on them. I should have listened to her. I just thought everyone likes a party.
Apparently not. What are you going to do now?
I've no idea. Maybe I'll let her calm down a bit and try to call her again tomorrow.
She'll probably ring you and apologise anyway.
You reckon? I hope so. This whole situation is getting me down. I'm such a fool.
Listen, why don't I ring her and talk to her about it?
No, she knows we're good friends and she'll think I told you to ring her because she won't answer my calls. That makes me look bad.
Yeah, not a good idea. So, have you still got that cake?
Yeah, it's in the fridge if you want some. That's my mobile. It's Monica, at last.
I told you.
Hello, Monica. Listen, I'm so sorry about...
Alright, after listening to the audio, so this is the answers, okay, that you may refer to. Okay, so listen to Stephanie talking to a friend, Ian, and answer the questions, okay? So the answer, who is Monica? So the answer is, she is Stephanie's friend. She is the new girl in Stephanie's French class, okay? So this is the answer. So either one of this, she is Stephanie's friend or she is the new girl in Stephanie's French class. The second one, what are Stephanie and Ian talking about? So what are they talking about? So this is the suggested answer. They are talking about a surprise party that Stephanie organized for Monica, which went wrong. So they were talking about the surprise party that Stephanie organized for Monica, and it's something went wrong during the party, isn't it? So these is the two questions that you can practice, okay? You are practicing it right now on how to find the main ideas, okay? So this is the main ideas. Okay, so you are done for activity A. Let's move on to activity B. Okay, activity B, you are on yourself. So you have to complete this activity on Google Form. The link is down below in the description box, okay? So it's the same link as just now, the speaking skill. So when you click onto the link, you will see the speaking skill audio, okay? Where you have to submit the audio clip, okay? Your recording, okay? And then activity B, where you answer true and false questions, okay? So you again apply the 5 listening skill, and then you listen to the audio clip that has been attached in the link, okay, in the Google Form. Listen it twice and then answer whether it's true or false. Remember, this is the class task, so you have to submit by today, okay? You have to submit because your attendance on this Google link form, okay, your attendance will be taken based on the participation in the Google form. If you do not complete the Google form, no attendance will be taken, okay? So please make sure you complete this activity, for today, and then you'll get today's attendance, okay? So today we have 2 activities that need to be completed. Activity 1, which is the speaking task. You will need to record your discussion, your opinion or your thoughts, okay? Record you speaking and then send it into the Google form. After sending it, you have to complete listening activity B, where you listen to the audio provided and then answer whether it is true or false, okay? That is 2 things that we have in class for today. Okay, so let's look at the learning objectives. So in today's lesson, you were able to ask and explain the causes and consequences of destroying a friend from every 4 player using the questions and words or phrases provided. Yeah, you were able to express yourself, you were able to explain. And then next, you were able to show understanding of specific information and details in dialogue by identifying the keywords that provides or supports the answer in listening activity A and B. So these will be measured when you just completed the activity A and B, isn't it? So I'm sure these 2 learning objectives has been achieved by you by the end of today's lesson. Okay? So once you have done today's activity, or you watch the video until here, you have already completed these 2 learning objectives. Alright. So for the next lesson, read and complete activity B on write. page 26. Not 26, sorry, 62. Okay, another typo here. It is page 62. Okay, 62 as homework. So this is your homework prepared for you to prepare for the next lesson on writing. So what you need to do is read and complete activity B on write. So you will need to read, and then you have to write your opinions, answer the question. Okay, you can just use any rough paper or blank paper to write down your points, because this will help you to do our next lesson, complete our next lesson in this coming Wednesday. Okay, so remember, okay, you remember to do it. Okay, yeah, if you do not do this, you are not able to understand what I am going to teach you in the following lesson. Okay, so please make sure you do it. Okay, it's a very short task, so not difficult at all. Okay, that is all for today's lesson. Thank you, and see you in the next lesson on Wednesday. Okay, bye bye.